everybody, this is Yeli from Lisa Rebel Stickers, and today I want to kind of go over 3 ways that you could set up your compact vertical planner. So it's kind of like 3 different ways that you can use this planner. So the first one, and I'm not going to go over this one because you've seen it in my videos, and if you have not, just go check my compact vertical weekly planning videos. It's just as a regular weekly planner where I write down what's going to be happening in my week, and like a weekly view type of planner, right? That's like the first way to set this up, and I'm loving it. I'm really liking it because, especially because my weekly view is kind of like a very zoomed out view of what's going on in my week. Since I have a daily duo, I do detail everything much more so in my daily duo. Okay. The other thing is, right now I've been using an hourly for my weekly planning. I might still continue using that. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to continue using the compact vertical as my weekly planner and kind of double plan the week here in my hourly. I don't think that makes much sense. Or if I am going to use both my compact verticals for different things. So I'm coming up with ideas on how to use them, and this might not be the only video that I'm going to do about this. Okay, let me just get into it and not keep on talking and kind of get into it. So this is number 1 as a regular weekly planner, and very obvious. I know a lot of you guys know this one. So the other one I am going to use, so let me just get my agenda. I'll be putting a video with my A5 agenda. I got an In Bloom A5 compact vertical for inserts for my agenda, and that's the one that I'm going to be using for self-care. So what I want to do right now is kind of do a mock-up, because I know that this is not a compact vertical page, but that agenda does not come with 13 months. So I don't want to mess up July. I don't want to mess up June next year either, because I'll be needing it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be mocking it up using this. And in order to mock it up, I'm going to use a kit from my shop. I feel that for this, I don't necessarily have to have a kit, but since I'm mocking it up and I'm not, I'm gonna need the kit just to have the days and all that stuff, because otherwise it's just a couple of blank pages. So let me bring in the kit that I'm gonna be using. And the first setup that I'm gonna show you guys is my self-care, what I've been planning for my self-care. So for this specific setup, and let me just get this one out of the way. I do want to reference it, so I don't want it to go too far away. Because I'm going to need it to create this setup here. So I'm going to need to kind of count lines and all that stuff. So the one thing that I want to show you guys is how my kits work. So this is kit number 9, and you'll have all the date headers, which I definitely need in order to set it up. And then I have some washi that I kind of use to divide. You know, you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So to divide those days, I like to use washi. And then for the little box below, let me show you. You know that in the compact vertical, so let me just show you a random page. You have this blank section here with a calendar. So you can either use this little one as a calendar cover and use this page for whatever you want, or just cover it with a full box like I do over here, and in that box you're welcome to write whatever you want. So let me, and I haven't quite decided how I'm gonna do this, so I'm kind of, you know, playing this by ear here with you guys. The first thing I want to do is lay my washi for my headers, of course. And then I'm going to look for some stickers that say June. I'm going to be setting up next week. Ooh, are these different? Oh, look at that. The right side and the left side, guys, are different in these pages. So the lines are higher in this one than this one. That is so crazy. I thought they would be at the same level, but I guess they aren't. Look at that. They each have kind of like a different, yeah, these are definitely further up. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if you can see this. Let me just push it up. You might not be able to see it. So these are definitely further up. So take that into account when you guys have an agenda, that things might not be the same from one page to another. I feel that the way they're cut doesn't guarantee that the lines are gonna match. That's what I'm seeing, at least. Oh boy. Not super happy about that, but I mean, I'll have to go with it. Let's see. And then this Monday is going to be the 6th. So let me just go ahead and set all the date dots up here. And if I do it this way, I feel it goes a little bit faster. So this is 7 and 8. And then 9 and 10. So I only need 11 and 12, and I'm done with the week, and then I'll set up the date covers. Okay. So Monday, I can set it up right to the left of this washi. So this one is not going to be a problem. And then if I don't want to start measuring because, you know, they're kind of in the middle, I can set it up to the right. So this is a way of doing it. If you're going to use a line page like I'm doing right now, I do like to use my planner. So I am planning on using my A5 compact vertical. This is just because I want to do some mock-ups and show you guys how it you know, comes out. So let me just put this one on top of this one so that I can kind of figure out where the Tuesday sticker is going to come. So basically around here. Okay, and this is good enough. I only need, and then I'm also going to do the same for Wednesday. So let me just kind of, it's going to be here. So Wednesday is going to be here. And since I have it here, let me just not take it away and just do Thursday as well. And you know what? This worked well, so let me just do it on this other side too. Friday and Saturday. And for this other side, it's a little bit tricky because you need to kind of play with the left side a little bit. Over here, it just hangs on top of the coil. So what I'm going to do is, let me just do it this way so that I can make it flush here to the right. There we go. This is what I had to do. Wonderful. Friday, Saturday. And then we have Sunday over here, which, just make this a little straight. Okay, there we go. Sunday goes here. And then I'm going to use the, I'm not going to do anything down on the right yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this or not. Most likely I will. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I definitely will because I do want to use a habit tracker. So let me just go ahead and do that. And let me just set it down like so. It goes down almost to the bottom of the page. There we go. Okay. So I have the mock-up ready. You guys almost would not be able to tell that this is a mock-up the way I have it right now. I do love having the planner, even if it's more expensive than a notebook, just because it has everything. It also has your monthly, it also has the dashboard, and you don't have to be guessing where you're gonna put things. You have the space for it. And yeah, I feel it's easier. So just so you guys know that even though it works as to show you that you could do this without a planner, I do still like the convenience of having it in a planner. Okay, So I'm gonna get my self-care stickers, right? I'm gonna bring them all out and share them with you. So for my self-care, the things that I'm gonna be tracking are, first, I wanna have my habit tracker out because I will definitely be using it. Then I would also definitely track, well, if I'm gonna do habit tracker here, I don't know, I might not need the medicine stickers, but I'm gonna bring them out anyway, just in case. I wanna have them. I wanna get into the habit of starting to walk again. I have not been exercising, so it's gonna start slowly but surely. And of course, the one important thing that I do wanna track is my weight and my glucose. And I'm gonna bring these out. I'm not quite sure if my meals are going to be tracked here, or if I'm just gonna write low carb yes or no. I don't know exactly what it is that I'm gonna do. But if I were to track my meals, I also have this breakfast, lunch, dinner sticker. If I need it, I'll come and get it. And I think that's it, because other than, you know, my morning and night routine. Oh, you know what? Yes, there's one that's very important for my self-care. And it is going to be my Reiki stickers. I really want to track to just make sure that I am doing my daily Reiki session, and yeah, this is about it. Oh, you know what? Let me just grab the month. So I was saying that I wanted to bring the monthly stickers here because I need to find one that has June. And of course, none of them have June. Oh boy, guys, this is funny. I don't know if these are too big. They don't have June anyway either. I guess it is what it is, right? I did not bring the June sticker. That's fine. I'm not gonna go crazy over it. I don't want to make this video to be longer than it is already. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna work with what I pulled out, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. The other thing, guys, please note that my kit only have one calendar cover, but I had a boo-boo where I had two because I don't know, I think the measurements were wrong somehow. I don't know if it was my mistake or anyway, whatever. I'm not going to get into that, but I'm going to use this one because yeah, you know, it's a waste if I just waste it, and I'd rather just go ahead and use it. Just so you know, if you buy a kit from my shop, you'll have a different, this sheet is different, and let me just show it to you again. Okay, so what I want to do every single day is track my glucose. However, I don't want every single day to have everything the same. So this is what I'm going to do. Even though I'm going to track it daily, the way I'm going to register it is going to be a little bit different each time, just so that I don't have the same sticker popping up every single day. So I want to make it eye-pleasing as well. Otherwise, it's going to be too cluttered, and I'm not going to be happy about it. The other thing I want to do is I want to track weight, but I feel that I should track this only once a week. And I feel that Sunday is going to be the day for that. I sleep until a little bit later. I don't have to get up in a rush, so I can do this in a way that's just easier for me to do. And then I am going to track my glucose every single day, but like I said, I'm going to mark it down a little bit differently each time. So I'm going to mark it this way for these 3 days. And then for the other days, instead of using this sheet, I am going to use the glucose tracking stickers and just write the value down. And I think the combination of both is gonna make it look neater. Even though it's kind of like the same thing, it's just gonna make it look neater, right? And the other thing that I kind of wanna share with you guys, I don't know if I might be doing this on a different video, but I could always use the meter for glucose first thing in the morning, and then I might want to do glucose tracking after each meal. You know what? Yes, I'm definitely going to do that. Let me just change this and make it a little different. I hope I can still do this without messing much up, because I haven't tracked my glucose in a while, so I feel that this is an important thing for me to do. It might look a little bit cluttered having these on each page each day, but you know what? I just realized that I had a better idea. So that's what I'm gonna go with. So yes, and this one is up here because it's what happens first thing in the morning. So let me just grab this again. Yeah. So the reason why I am eating low carb, it kind of ends up being keto, but it's more technically keto. And if you guys want a good YouTube channel recommendation, the Keto Twins are wonderful. And I got the idea of calling it technically keto from them. They are a blast. They're a lot of fun to watch. They have great insight and recipes and stuff, and they're technically keto because they don't do like a strict keto type of, I feel they focus more on low carb than on a lot of other stuff that happens during keto. So I like their videos a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this little scale up here, since I'm going to end up doing this every single day. Okay, so let me show you what my my afterthought idea was. Let me grab my breakfast, lunch, and dinner stickers. I don't think I'm doing breakfast. I'm basically just doing lunch and dinner. But I am gonna set them all down because I might just do them all. I don't know. I have to figure this out. But for this week, I am gonna set them all down. So let me just do my glucose tracking over here. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. I'll do the same on this side, and I'll do the same down here as well. So I'm gonna need some more of these stickers. Let me just grab them. There we go. And there we go. Now I still need 4 more of this one. I'm excited about starting to do this again. I feel that when I stopped tracking my glucose with the glucose meter a few times a day, I started kind of just falling like, whatever, you know. I do feel that this is important. And if this is something that's gonna work for me, what I'll do is I'll do a breakfast, lunch, dinner that kind of matches here a little better. Because this one is more designed to be used on the monthly planner. So that's why the spacing doesn't match these lines. So I'll try it 1 week. If it works, then I'll make a version of this that lines up with each of these, and then it'll take up less space. But for now, this is what I have. I could have cut it and then stuck it in a different way, but that's fine. I'm not gonna go that way, that route. It's just too much. Okay, so I'm done with these stickers now. And then I do want to track my habits. And the way that I am going to set them up, you know what? I'm gonna set them up here in the bottom. And I don't know if I want to write it down here. So let me see. So I want to give myself a daily Reiki session. So Reiki is going to be here for sure. Eating low carb. I think it's also an important thing that I want to be tracking. And then intermittent fasting. If I was able to do this, I kind of want to track, and that way I'll be able to see the results of the week by tracking this way. And then the other thing is that I want to track is my medicine, right? My meds, of course. And I'm just going to leave these open. I might come up with ideas as I go. So this week, I ended up, testing positive. So I'm just glad that all my orders were done and out before I started testing positive. And I won't be touching any orders until, so if you guys placed an order this week, I don't even remember, I don't know what day of the week I'm going to be setting this up, but what I want to ensure you guys is that those 5 days that the CDC says that we are supposed to isolate, I'm not going to be touching orders, okay? So I'm just going to be doing my planning and all that stuff, and I'm kind of just disinfecting every time I come to my studio. And when I start working on orders again, I'll use my mask, I'll disinfect, and I'll wash my hands before coming in. So I'll be doing all that fun stuff. So this week, I don't think I'm still going to be up for walking. So I will mark it for Saturday and Sunday, but I don't even know if that's going to happen, guys. And then we have graduation this day, so this is going to be a hectic day as is. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to kind of play it by ear and see what happens. I'm not going to go crazy over this though. I would love to do it, and I kind of want to make a point of doing it, but I'm not gonna make myself go crazy just because I have to do it if I'm not feeling well. Next week is going to be a different story. I will make myself do it because I feel it's an important part of my process. And then so I didn't need the meds. I already have them here in my tracker, so that's okay. I didn't need it. And the other thing, I don't know if I'm gonna use, I don't think I'm gonna be tracking food here because I kind of want to do a meal planning tracker. The other thing I do want to set down, and you'll see me using my checklists, and let me just go ahead and do that, is I want to check down my symptoms, because also since I haven't been doing low carb as much, I kind of start having certain symptoms. Oh, you know what? My electrolytes is the other thing that I do need to have on a daily basis. Electrolytes. There we go. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So let me just cut this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut this out. And I guess I'll have to do a custom script for myself that kind of tracks how I've been feeling. And over here you can see that these match the lines perfectly. So that's what I would do with the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I kind of want to track how I feel. I'm not going to write anything. Maybe I'll write something here on a sticker. Yeah, I think I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I only need 5. Let me just chop this middle one off over here. There we go. And this becomes an individual checklist that I'll just put right next to the shoe. See if I did it or not. And let me set these down this way. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Nice. I'll do this again down here, but this time what I will do is I will set this one here to the right, just so that these are not right underneath each other. Not that it matters, but I think it'll just make it look cuter. And then again, I'll have this little checklist that I'll put right next to the shoe over here. And then I'll use this one over here. Just turn it upside down. And then here. Wonderful. And you know, it feels like I left more space here and then here, which it's fine if I did that. It might have just been that I laid this sticker a little bit lower. You know, this is a mock-up, so I'm not going to be worried. It's perfectly even when I use the real deal, the real thing, okay? I just want to try this out, see if this is something that I can keep up. And I mean, that's kind of what I bought the planner for, so I'm hoping it is something that I will definitely keep up with. Okay, let me continue. Otherwise, this is just going to be too long. So let's just do this again over here and save this little individual checkbox. There we go. And last but not least, I'll do the same over here. I just won't peel it all off. Okay, wonderful. So the tracking that I'm going to be doing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner is 2 hours post meal. I might track when it's a new food that I've never eaten. I might just go ahead and track before the meal at the 30-minute mark, and then at the 90, and then at the 2 hour. I have to figure out how I'm going to do it. If I end up doing it this way, I might end up using some of these checklists. I'll have to kind of figure that out. But of course, I'll bring you guys along with me when I'm filling this in one of these days. And it'll be a video that I'll have to film a few times throughout the day, because I'll have to go in each time and do it. Okay. Then over here, what I want to do is track some measurements. And oh, first, I feel like I want to label these up here. So what I'm going to try to do is set the sticker up a little higher, because I realized that that was the mistake that I kind of made, was putting the sticker down too far. So let me just fix this. Since it's not even anyway, let me fix it so that I at least have space to yep, there we go. I think this is working well. And you can tell that this paper is kind of like the good paper, because I am not using removable adhesive stickers, and they're still removing quite nicely. They are leaving a little bit of a mark, but not enough that it's gonna drive me crazy or anything. So that's good and nice. And so what do I want to track? I want to track over here in the check boxes. I want to track any type of symptoms that I feel. So if I have a headache, or if I have anything of that sort, I want to write it down. Sometimes it might be a problem, you know, stomach issues, because those are the kind of things that kind of come up with keto. But I want to track them down and see what it is that I ate. So I might end up writing down what it is that I ate, and then the sugar on the side. I still haven't quite made my mind up with that one. What I do want to do is label this here, and I'm going to make a script that says kind of health. So what I was saying is that I'm not going to write it in, but it's going to say health. because I kind of just want to write my symptoms. And what am I going to write in here? I'm going to write my mood. I'm going to also write how I feel if I'm tired or not, right? So let me just write this down on one of them, because this is something I definitely do want to keep an eye out. My mood, my energy level, and then any symptoms that I'm feeling, I'm just gonna write them down below. But mood and energy levels are two of them that I really want to make sure to keep an eye out for. And then over here, and I have to figure out how to do this, because I want to track certain, so I want to do measurements, right? So I want to track that. So I'm going to do measurements and just write them down here. And I might need to use some of the check boxes for this. And then again, I did not need this one. So the other thing, I'm gonna need 3 more little flaggies here, and I feel like these 3 should do. So I write health on each one of these as well. There we go. Health, health, health. Wonderful. And then, so the level of exercise, I don't know. I always put a C here with exercise, and I think it doesn't go there. So excuse me if this triggers you. I always need to Google that word. And for those of you that don't know, like, English is not my first language. I was not born here, and I've only been living in the United States since what, 12 years ago or something like that. I did live here when I was a child for a couple of years, but that's about it. So that's how I learned English. However, I am not native speaker, and I do my best to have good grammar and good spelling. But there are certain words that there's, there's no way. I should have just wrote here walking. It would have been easier. I wouldn't have to have gone on this rant with you guys. Okay, so there you go. This is the layout that I have right now for my health care. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. And the third way to use this planner, and I'm not gonna detail it, but I'm gonna kind of tell you that there's a third idea for using it, would be as a meal planner. So you can always use the meal planning stickers, and you can plan the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you can write what you really ate. Because I feel that sometimes I plan something, but that's not really what ends up happening. And going back and seeing what I planned versus what I ate is always good, because one, there are certain foods that, oh my gosh, I planned them 100 times and I never make them because I didn't want to cook them. So I know not to put those in the rotation again. Two, there are some that I end up having a lot of leftovers from, so I know that I would be able to use that for 2 days instead of just 1 a week. So it'll help you be more organized, right? And the idea would be meal planning sticker up here, breakfast, lunch, dinner, write what it is that you plan for each day, and then what you really ate. And you can always do another breakfast, lunch, dinner down here. And then here on the right side, I would definitely just use a checklist and write groceries up here. So I would use one of the grocery stickers, and let me just kind of show you the stickers that you would be using to kind of give you that idea. So the breakfast, lunch, dinner stickers would be these. Let me just put this a little bit more center. Breakfast, lunch, dinner would be those. And then for groceries, you have a few options. You would either use one of these little grocery bags. You could use one of these. You could mark which day you go to the farmer's market, or if you have 2 separate lists, what you're gonna buy at the farmer's market and what you're gonna buy in the supermarket, you can also just use 2 stickers down here to separate the areas as well. And then the meal planning stickers, you have a few options for those. the meal plan here, just so you write what you planned and you make a difference from what it is you planned and what you ate. And then you can definitely, so what I would do is I would do a meal planning sticker up here. Let me just kind of show you this again. So what I would definitely do one of these days, right? Let me just consolidate this into one. So I would write the meal plan. I would put the meal plan sticker here, the breakfast, lunch, dinner, what it is that I'm planning. And then down here, what I would use is I would use one of these fork and knife little thingies and just write down what I ate, just to make it, you know, a little bit different. And then over, like I said, over here on the right side, you could have the grocery list. And then what I would use, you know, on each month, let's just go over a month over here in the planner, kind of show you how I would use this for a meal planner. There's different ways. You could definitely write what you plan on eating here as well, breakfast, lunch, dinner in here. And then kind of go by this, and then I would make an inventory from my freezer over here, because I definitely do have certain things that I would like to shop for myself here, and that inventory has to be done on a monthly basis, if not more frequently, because I tend to forget what it is that I have, and sometimes I put stuff in and I don't necessarily write it down. So I would definitely use this for that. And then on my weekly planning, I told you guys already, I would do meal planning, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then I would record exactly what it is that I ate. And if I want to go as far as saying why I changed, sometimes it's just because sometimes things happen that are out of our control. Sometimes we go out with friends. There's many reasons why, but having the reasons down there can help me revisit if this is a good plan for my family or not, or if there are certain things that I keep on not committing to and should not just be coming back in again. And I would definitely write the groceries over here. And if this space is not enough for groceries, then there's always the little inserts that are sold on the Erin Condren website too, and you can kind of use one of those. If you're going to be serious about this, I feel that having one of those inserts is going to be the better way to go. And then you'll be able to just have a wet erase marker so it doesn't erase while you're flipping through the pages. And then again, you have extra space here that you could use for that freezer inventory, or that you can use to kind of write like a looking back into how the month went, like your favorite meals, or things that were too difficult or too good that can help you start over for the next month. Okay, so these are the 3 ways that you could definitely use the planners. And then you have like the meal planning, like I said, this one that I planned with you guys that I'm showing you here, the regular planning. And yeah, I hope you liked it. I might do a video of the meal planning one, using a layout for that. Oops, it goes this way, sorry. So I might do a video. If you guys like it and you'd like to see that, please comment down below and I'll do a separate video setting it up as a meal tracker or meal planning type of planner. Okay guys, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, comment, all that good stuff that tell YouTube that this channel is worth showing to other people. Thank you so much again for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye guys.